I'm a keen observer of life, of society, of the way that people act, human behaviour. It's very interesting because we live in what is undoubtedly a confused, complicated, very congested world nowadays. Instant communications means that we can speak to people on the other side of the planet as quickly as someone next door. The problem is, though, when we've got at our fingertips so much information, it's very difficult to discern exactly what's going on. We don't know what the truth is. We hear multiple different voices from multiple different directions. It's all very complicated. How do we identify what's actually the truth nowadays? What can we base our faith upon? How can we create a system which will keep us going when times are hard? I think sometimes we need to look back at history. How did people manage to navigate through life, through all those centuries, up until the modern day, before science, before information, before the age of celebrity? Well, they used religion, they used spirituality, they used a belief in a higher power, something greater than them, which kept them grounded. It kept them anchored as they were going through the trials and tribulations of life. And I think it's important for us all to reconnect with some sort of faith, something that's going to keep us going when times are hard. My day job is to help people to try and identify a new career path. And even with that, it's a daunting experience for someone to try and enter into a completely new industry, which they don't have a real network within, they don't have a great deal of information or awareness of. And so they've really got to take a leap of faith. It's that type of thing. I remember when I used to serve in the army, you go to Afghanistan, people that weren't religious at all, as soon as life got difficult and things became a lot more demanding, you'd find that they would start to identify little traits, little characteristics that maybe be able to keep them safe, that maybe be able to alter the outcome of an event. It could be a lucky charm, it could be a lucky pen. How many people have done an exam and they've had a lucky mascot or something that they think is going to help them out? Well, that to me suggests that you believe in something greater than yourself, something that can help you when time's difficult. So it's this reconnection which I really want to focus on, a reconnection with a higher power, with your own spirituality, your own belief system, which I think that we've lost in the modern day. We've become so focused on the media and what the politicians tell us and what celebrities are telling us that actually we don't really have anything truly to anchor ourselves as we make our own decisions and move forward. If it worked for thousands of years for people to have a belief in something greater than themselves, then maybe it's time for us to look at that again. Maybe that would help us all in modern society to try and become a bit more grounded, to try and figure out how we can actually operate. And it also provides quite a decent guide to live in. It provides you with some key commandments or some rules which we can abide by and hopefully will help us make the correct decisions moving forward. If you look at a lot of the religions that are out there at the moment, there are a lot of similarities across the board. There's a lot of crossover, and if you dig really deep down into it, it's all talking about how we should be good people, we should love one another, and we should try and do our best within our lives. And it's as simple as that. And I think that, we don't have to necessarily go down the route of becoming religious and going to church every week, but certainly there's a lot out there which can help us to try and identify what works for us. And I like to look at that. I like to look at everything that's out there across society that exists in literature, in the media, whatever it is, and try and pull out the key bits that work for me. And I think that everyone can do the same thing. It's really worthwhile to have something which you can create your own belief system, your own faith upon, so that as you begin to move through this very complicated life that we all lead at the moment, that you've got something just to fall back on, just to reassure you that it's going to be okay. So I'm really keen to start a dialogue, to start a conversation about faith, about belief systems and spirituality within the modern age, and how we can all start to reconnect with that and how it will benefit us across society to become better people, to become more focused, and to become more community orientated. So I'm open to discussion, I'm open to debate. I'd love to hear your comments, and I'd love to have a chat with like-minded people.